time though. I'm excited to see this winners finals and to see two people that I know actually. Zain, my co-caster today, Knic, my friend, my homie. Let's get into game number 1 here. ZainTheVain versus Knic for the winners finals. We got a best of 5 set on our hand here. Starting off already, we're seeing that Zain picks up the chakrams whilst Knic picks up the bow. And one thing I want to give a little bit of insider information from what I know about Knic. He's been practicing the Diana as of recently, so he's gonna be bringing that bow knowledge over to his character. And he does have some knowledge on the chakram. I believe he placed very high in the Priya only tournament. I can't remember if he won that tournament. I believe he did actually. So he's gonna have something to prove here in this game number 1. But already starting off, the down stick connects, taking the first strike in how much was that? About 30 seconds or so. Sadly, we can't see the timer anymore. Honestly, BMG needs to add that quickly. Needs to add that fix low key. But game number 1 already starting off with Knic's favor here, racking up the damage, already able to take the first stock and racking up damage on this chakrams here. Nice, gets the recovery. Oh, big side stick connects. Now looking for the, oh, what an end stick to stop that ground pound, I believe. Now Knic here charging his end stick, disconnect with it. Now Zain trying to build up any damage he can. Over now on the bow, goes for the end stick of his own. Big recovery, nice exhaustive recovery coming in from Knic. Doesn't lead to the knockout though. Just trying to space it, but a beautiful down stick. That's one of my favorite downs. That's one of my favorite signatures, I think, in the Ransom kit, to be honest. But man, we're already seeing Knic starting off this game number 1 hot here. I mean, already still on his first stock, racking up more damage. Look at his damage right now, 111. He's almost about to loop him. Wait a minute, he's almost about to lap him back. Oh, but Zain gets a GC side stick, make it back to stage. That side stick is really good as well, too. GC down stick was gutsy, and Zain is going to punish that with a beautiful sear. Leads to the knockout, and just like that here, folks, we're seeing that he denies the 3 stock and is still in this fight here, but has the damage been already done here? Does Knic just go ahead and clean this up and move on to this game number 2? Big side stick connects, leads to the knockout, and game 1 is going to be going towards Knic's favor. What a very interesting game number 1 we had there, and we got these wonderful replays here that we're going to be looking at this beautiful Ransom gameplay. I love these types of tournaments because it really showcases, that newly released legend. That newly released legend, like right off upon release. You get to see that gameplay of all the signatures and everything, that pre-nerfed legend as well too, because we all know once that legend comes out, there's going to be that patch, and envelope patch is going to cut the legend a little bit. So we're going to be getting some nice gameplay here of how Ransom looks like before all those nerfs are going to be coming. But right now it's 1-0 Knic. Game number 1 going towards his favor. Let's get to game number 2 though. We're going to be going to Small World's End. And starting off, this game is looking pretty much, I'd say, pretty even so far. Zain, kind of taking some lessons from that game number 1. It did almost kind of lead to a 3 stock, but Zain did show some life coming down to the end there. So maybe he can come into this game number 2 a little bit fresh mental. It's like, you know what, man, you're able to take game number 1 off of me, but I'm in it for the best of 5, and I'm in it to win it here. I'm in it to prove something here. Against Knic, a former Legend Release Cup participant. A person that is played in the Priya trials as well too. The Priya tournament, sorry, and it's played really well. So has a lot to prove here in this best of 5. But Zain starting off already with it at the deficit though, but he has racked up some great damage. 161 right now on Knic's first stock. Knic here. Now with that chakrams, when you look at even when Priya got released, man, pre-nerf chakrams was something, man. It was a different beast compared to this one. Compared to this chakrams. This chakrams is honestly, man, we need a buff chakrams, man. We need a buff chakrams. But that ground pound from Knic though connects, and it seems like, man, Knic is in Zain's head right now. But Zain answers back quickly, denies any sort of extra credit that he can get on his last stock here. And now, even though it is a stock deficit here, pretty much even in the damage here, but Zain has a lot more work to do. He has to do double the amount of damage right now that Knic is going to be doing to him. So we're already seeing here Knic in this second game here, still looking hot, riding that momentum from that game number 1, racking up so much damage right now onto the last stock here. Zain looking to try to make some sort of comeback here. Now picks up the bow. We've been seeing him kind of favor the bow over the chakrams, rightfully so. Like I mentioned, that nerf chakrams not too great right now, but Zain gets that nice double there, going for a triple. Was hoping it was going to connect with the triple though, but a recovery, and just like that, oh my god, these are some hot quick games. Game number 2 already going towards Knic's favor. And you see 499 damage to 273. What's going to be... I mean, the adjustment here from Zain, you know he can't make a swap or anything. So he's locked on this legend. He's forced on this legend. But going into this next game, what do you think is going to be... I'm not sure what's going to be... What he's going to have to do in order to bring this one back, to be honest. What was it? One thing I would say Knic has been doing, he's been utilizing the chakrams a bit more. Maybe if we see Zain lock in a little bit more on the chakrams, perhaps. Maybe utilize some of those signatures. Maybe he can bring this one back, perhaps. But right now, it is winners finals. And Knic is on match point in order to win this one. 2-0 in his favor right now. If he wins this one, Zain is going to be going down to the elimination side. But if Zain wins this one, we got a potential game 4 on our hands here. So, starting off hot already, we're seeing that Zain, I mean, he's getting this nice damage lead. Big side stick connects. Now has the chakrams in hand. Nice. You know, and I mean, he did mention in the Switch chat that he hasn't warmed up properly. He hasn't gotten his warm-ups yet. So, you know, maybe he's been taking those games as warm-up, perhaps. Maybe he's been getting the download onto Knic. But Knic, oh my god, what a nice, just a well-placed there off stage. Already able to take the first strike and bringing back the lead in his favor once again. Zain needs to lock in. Two-piece combo. Oh, gets the read as well, too. Turns that into a 4-piece, but there we go, Zain. He has to try to get these knockouts pretty quickly here. It's really his second stock where he's lacking. Knic has been able to kind of, in his first stock, able to get 2 stocks off pretty easily here. Do we see the same thing happen? NC connects, sends him far up in the heavens here. Knic, nice in there, nothing more. The recovery connects. Sends him further up in the air. The down sig. Who was he hitting? Zain gets the nair unarmed. Now picks up the bow. Side sig perhaps. No, he goes for the down sig. But what a dodge. Knic getting the side sig for the knockout. And once again, history has been repeated. Knic, in his first stock, able to take out 2 stocks already. Zain with the chakrams in hand now, looking to fight back somehow. But Knic just racking up the damage. Big recovery though. Zain turns it around. Gets a knockout. And just like that, folks, I mean, Zain still has a hill to climb where he's on match point. He doesn't want to go to elimination side here, but he needs this game. He needs his game if he wants to stay in the bracket here. Going for that GCM, like Knic, that was such a gutsy move. Ooh, but Zain fighting back here with the chakrams in hand. Going for that slide charge side stick, but the Sayer connects from Knic. Knic now going for the knockout. Gets a recovery. Sends him further up into the heavens. Sayer sends him so far over to the right. Ooh, that NSIG, I thought... Yeah. Oh my goodness. The ground pound now connects. And just like that already, folks. 3-0 in Knic's favor. Man.
I didn't expect to do good at all.
What do you got to make of that, Zain? I mean, now you're on the desk now. How did you feel about that first game? That first
I felt like I played extremely bad, but then again, I can't really blame myself too hard. I didn't get a warm-up. That guy did, so...
Yeah. Definitely.
Having no warm-up, having no games before top 4 kind of really hurts.